Hello. You know how there is like this these mental things that you have to do sometimes, right? But like you don't know how to do them. Like for example, oh, damn, how do you like sometimes like move on, let's say, or like you're embarrassed, let's say, how do you not feel that shame or how do you not feel that embarrassment or like how do you again maybe forgive but not necessarily like it doesn't have to be necessarily with like somebody doing something bad to you. It's just like one of those things that even if people show you how they do it, you still cannot see it because the process is internal, and no matter how many times people will tell you what to do, it still doesn't impart you with an ability to do so. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like the answer is so stupid, but it's also like on the surface, and I hate it with a passion. So the answer would be is just do it. All right. So for example, like I got really embarrassed today, like really embarrassed, and I felt so terrible. Like I haven't been embarrassed like in a real while. And I felt that like I don't know, that kind of like shame and like embarrassment and like inadequacy and all that kind of stuff. And then usually I would do one thing. I would always go to ChatGPT and like just talk to it about it, right? I'll just like ramble and yap and then like read what it tells me. But I recently, not like super recent, but like somewhat recently, decided I will stop talking to ChatGPT about my personal things because like it just feeds a retarded loop where you start to depend on the ChatGPT's validation mm, of your side of events or your side of the story, right? Because I think it's like like you and your bully, they will both rant to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT will be like, "Yeah, dude, you're right." Both of you. What world are we gonna live in? Not good. So, and I used to be an avid fan of doing that because like I need someone to validate my thoughts, right? I need someone to validate my direction. I need someone to tell me that like what I chose in my head makes sense. And as of late, I stopped doing that because it's not helping. Really, like it's just not helping. I don't know. Like I didn't really sit and think on it like profoundly because I stopped thinking this year. Like, I'm retard maxing this year. So I stopped thinking, and then I just do not. I choose not to take the validation from like a fucking AI LLM, or whatever. Or I choose not to take validation from like, let's say, other people because that's too easy. Like I don't ask people, "Oh, you think I should do that or should I do this?" I mean, unless they're like experts in their fields. But like in the sense of life direction, I feel like that's just you and you do you. Anyway, so like I feel like we should start learning how to depend on ourselves and choose our own way and stick by it. No, nobody has to agree with your shit, actually, by the way. Like maybe I'll drop a truth bomb here. Like, nobody has to agree with your shit. Nobody has to understand your shit, even. You know who has to understand and agree? You. Because it's your life and you're gonna live it, right? So it's like, why do you need a fucking LLM to tell you what you already know but you're like too afraid to accept? You already want to do that thing. You just you're asking for permission from something that's not even capable of understanding. How stupid is that? Even though like I cannot, I mean, I hope that doesn't come off as like judgmental because again, I'm not judging anyone really because I have no grounds to judge per se because I'm like worse, I guess, or like I used to be worse. It's just like my thoughts because I've been like I have had like I've been very like I had a lot of experience doing that, I guess. Like, and it's just like any minor inconvenience. I'll just go to, yeah, you know that this would happen. Da, 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 da. Well, well, you're right. Well, this is not this. This is about that. You know. Yes, you are correct. And it's like I'm like in my own like retarded psychosis. Like I'm not seeing the reality anymore. Do you understand? Like I'm outsourcing my perception of reality to an algorithm, to a fucking calculator. Can you believe that shit? What the fuck? Why are we doing that? Just stand by your shit, dude. Just like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yes, I did it. And yes, I stopped talking to a person. And nothing. It was your choice. You have to carry the brunt, right? It was your choice. It was your decision. That's how you felt about it. So deal with it yourself, right? You won't blame LLM for it later, right? I feel like we have to start doing all that cool stuff where we kind of refuse to be. I don't know. I feel like it's really. Like the end of the world that people talk about a lot as of late. I feel like it's not in the realm of like AI just like nuking our shit. It's about steady decline of people's mental and emotional capacity. Because like again, the world is actually people, right? So if people are stupid and they'll do fuck all and like some stupid shit, then more likely, it's not gonna end, but you know what I mean, right? It's like it's going to have a drastic decline in everything, right? So, and I think that's what's gonna happen if we will not stop outsourcing every single thought to LLMs, because that's not funny anymore, really. I thought it's cool. I thought it's a cool tool, genuinely. Like I genuinely thought it was like a great idea, a great tool, and then I tried to write with it, and I tried to reason with it, and I tried to like develop, I don't know, some kind of thought processes with it. Like I used it to understand myself better. I feel like it's all a sham, really. Like it's not real. I feel like because its writing gets like bullshit repetitive and silly and stupid and like watered down, and it has no life in it. Regarding thoughts, guys, all the tick 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 news articles. I'm not gonna put anything there. All the news articles, right? That a guy killed himself and his mother over fucking AI induced psychosis. It's a real thing, and I mean, I'm sure that's just an extreme end of it, but like, it's there. It doesn't have to drive you to murder or homicide or suicide in order for it to be suboptimal or even outright bad for you in the long run. It will just make you stupid, right? It will just take away your ability to form sentences. It will take away the ability of communicating your thoughts like aptly and understand concepts by yourself without the LLM. Maybe it will remove the need of you to go out and seek genuine human real connection. It can, right? And none of these outcomes are really good for anyone. That's what I think. So I don't remember actually how I started this video, and I just kind of let it rip. Whatever comes. But yeah, like my larger point is definitely not about LLMs per se, but like about our dependency on external things for validation of our internal truths. And the sad part, or the funny part, whatever you want to call it, is that nobody's going to do it. If you want someone to witness you and your life, there's nobody who's going to do it to the level that you can. Right? Just nobody's going to do it. Nobody can, even, because they do not have all the information. Only you have all the information. Only you have had all the experiences that you've had. Only you know what's the appropriate next step in your life, in your career, in your whatever, right? And your mistakes are your mistakes, your actions are your actions, and they're bound to happen. There's no way you can avoid life lessons. There is no way that you can, cancel out something that's going to happen anyway. So I feel like you just gotta do stuff. Like, maybe we should just be a little less attached to the outcome of our desire. Desire is good, but like, doesn't have to happen anyway, right? Can't be happy every day. Anyway, yeah, something about those lines, and yeah.